Let's get into this episode. Like and subscribe if you're down for one nipple and one nipple only. So yeah, let's get into this. I don't have it pulled up yet, so I'm just stalling. So hello and welcome to the special Civil War edition of the Red, White, and the Blues podcast, where Jason and me will tell you whether we are on Team Bully or Team Clear Lake. We will pick a side. We will tell you where we stand. We will give you all the deets that are up to the minute and date whatever the hell is going on at Chelsea Football Club right now, because it is burning to the freaking ground. How are you doing, Jason?
I'm just glad you didn't say, welcome to the Civil War episodes where Daniel and Jason face off.
No. There will be no bloodshed, no brother
infighting here.
No, that's right. No infighting. No brother v brother battles here. No tearing families apart. We're just here. But yeah, this is special. We hadn't planned on doing this episode until apparently Chelsea decided they wanted to light themselves on fire as a football club this week and try to burn it all to the ground. Both owners are trying to burn it to the ground. So we're coming into this. I'm probably a little more up to date on it than Jason, which is a good thing, because I told Jason before this episode I'm going to give him a scenario, and since he doesn't know much about it, I can present this scenario to you, Jason. And when I present this scenario to you, you can sort of tell me, all right, I think this is better, or I think this one's better. So, and then we will find out where we stand. By the end of this episode, we'll give you an idea of where we stand. We'll also talk about the Bournemouth match coming up a little bit at the end of the episode, but stick around for that, where we will give you our expert betting picks that we are not sponsored by any betting site, nor should betting site should ever give us money to give picks, because we're terrible.
I don't know anything about betting.
I can tell you how to do it, but I'm just terrible at it, so I don't do it. And I have addictive personality, so it's just not smart for me to go down that road. But yes, here we go. Let's get into this. So if you are new to the channel, or you're new, we are a Chelsea podcast. We talk about Chelsea Football Club. During the international breaks, we don't talk about Chelsea. We do movie reviews. We did a movie review about The Big Green. Go watch it. It's fantastic. It's only 30 minutes of your life that you will not want to have back, because it's a great movie. But we don't normally do these episodes during these weeks. So Chelsea owners have decided to have a lot of infighting this week. News reports. Publicly. It's been completely crazy. I guess we're going to find out whose PR machine is greater, because they're both pumping PR out the yin yang right now. It is crazy.
Whose side is Matt Law on?
I don't know. I think he might be on Bowley's side. So if you're new to this, so Chelsea is owned by a consortium. Is that the right? What's the word, Jason? I can't pronounce it.
Yeah,
consortium?
That's it.
What? Yeah. So essentially, Clear Lake owns the majority. I think they own like 61% of the club, and Bowley owns a smaller percentage than that of his own personal money now. But Bowley apparently has been getting pissed off at Clear Lake. Clear Lake is apparently pissed off at Bowley. So all this infighting has happened. Apparently, Bowley and Igbali, who used to be buddies, Igbali, the face of Clear Lake, on the board and everything like that. So they have beef now with each other. And now it's spilling over into Clear Lake wants to buy Bowley out, and Bowley wants to buy Clear Lake out. So we'll see what happens. But so here's the scenario, Jason. I'm going to read to you the two sides, but I'm not going to tell you whose side is whose side. Okay. And then I want you to tell me which one sounds better. Okay. So we're going to get into this. So for those unaware of what's going on, we're about to read to you. This is where they stand. Side A. They prefer two sporting directors. Want the directors to feed up to them/him. Must be involved in all football decisions. Can be more ruthless on managers. heavily data and youth led. All right, that's side A. All right.
Okay.
Side B. All right. Does not think the owner should be on hands day to day. Thinks the plans for Stanford Bridge rebuild or a new stadium should be faster. Wants stability with coaches. Wants them to make wants a CEO of football, then a sporting director. So think Liverpool with Michael Edwards and how they have their structure set up. Wants that person to make the decisions. Agrees with the data, multiple club model, and youth-led approach, but will make more exceptions for older and proven players. All right. So which one of those sounds better to you, Jason?
Definitely A.
All right. And who do you think?
I'm kidding. I think B. I think B sounds better, actually.
Oh, we might be having a civil war on this podcast then tonight.
Oh, wait. Tell me why you think A is better then.
All right. I think A. I don't like, number one, I don't like two sporting directors because that's too many opinions. Too many.
Isn't that the one you read for A? Isn't A the
No, that's
director?
B. Oh yeah. Well, okay, yeah. So which one did you like better? A?
I liked the not two sporting directors.
You like the second one I read?
Yes, I like the second one.
Oh, well then there's no civil war. My bad.
Yeah. No.
We're good.
I was making a dumb joke, but I didn't sell it well.
Oh.
Yes. No joke. The second one sounds way better.
Okay. Who do you think that is?
I think that's actually Igbali.
Wrong.
It's Bowley. Holy
that's
shit.
Bowley.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely
Well, then I'm Team Bowley.
I'm Team Bowley. Well, this podcast is declaring right now for the Civil War. We would like to put our vote in for Team Bowley. We are Team Bowley on this podcast.
That's just a better model.
It is so much better model. So much of a better model. Like the fact that Igbali wants everything run through him is my problem with that model. That's my issue.
Well, it does make sense that that's Bowley because Bowley, like, he took a lot of flack for being the sporting director and running around the world and making all these ludicrous deals for most of the players that we have sold now. But like he after a little while, he did step back in favor of other experts.
Right.
So, yeah.
And I think in looking back on it, I think he did what he had to do for that summer.
Yes.
Like, it wasn't like he kept trying to make decisions and everything. So, and I think there's...
Well, if it's been two different visions from half, and I mean, it's not half because I think Igbali's crew has more.
Yeah, they got 61%, I think.
True.
Yeah. So, and I mean, that's the thing is, like, so much of this has come out, and it's come out through the media, which I think is just worse because it's every, like, the Athletics writing articles on it, the Daily Mail is writing articles on it. Who else has written? There's been several people that Ben Jacobs has written an article on it.
Wow.
So it's all of this. And there's just a stark contrast between the two plans, obviously. Like, you can't, and that's what it, like, I think Bowley wants to be more Abramovich-like, just hands off, just let the people, but he wants an actual structure, unlike we sort of had with Roman. And a point, and apparently a lot of the breaking point comes down to the stadium. And Bowley does not think that it's been done quick enough, which, I mean, if that was part of their pitch to the Rain Group when they bid on the club, was like, we're going to redo the stadium. So he hired, I can't remember her name, but he hired the architect. She was on Chelsea staff that worked on SoFi in California. She's gone now. She's let go about 6 months ago.
Wow.
So that makes sense. Why, like, that Igbali and them. And then, like, the crazy thing about all this is, like, the stadium's the point of contention. And then, like, in the middle of this, the report comes out that we want to move to Earl's Court, which then threw a whole nother just layer into this because that just pissed off Chelsea fans even more. Like, I mean, because nobody wants to move, like, especially to Earl's Court. Yeah. And then what I found funny in the whole situation was Earl's Court comes out and is like, we've never talked to Chelsea about this. And I just thought that whoever whichever side put it out, they wanted to move their old score, which I would think it would be at Bali's side. That's just my opinion. Don't know that for sure. But and then just for Old Sport to come out and slam it down, that's not happening. Like nobody's even talked to us about it. So,
man,
it's just one thing after another.
Sad.
It is. It really is. And
it's no wonder we're in the position we're in.
Yeah. You got two different visions for the club. You have two different ideas. Obviously, Clear Lakes is going to win out because they hold the majority stake, like you just said.
Right.
But
unless they can buy them out, right?
That's the thing. And so Clear Lake's like, we're not selling, but we'll buy you out. And Bowley's like, well, I'm never going to sell. Because the reports are that Bowley sees himself there for 20 to 30 years. Like, this is a lifetime investment for him, like a lifetime thing. And somebody brought up an interesting point, and I think this was on, I don't know who it was. I'm pretty sure it was on Alex Goldberg's playback the other night. I was listening to him, and they were discussing it. And somebody brought up a really good point on that. I don't want to take credit as being my own idea. But they were like, if Bowley gets the money together, which he says the reports are true, he has the backing, he has the money, like he has the people that will support him, and it's presented to Clear Lake. How forced is Clear Lake going to be to take this? Because they have to act in the best interest of their clients. Because they're not a private. Like it'll be a lot like Elon Musk buying Twitter. Yeah. Like the offer is so good that Twitter can't turn it down because they're a publicly owned company and you're voting based off of your shareholders.
Right.
And this would be the same thing because Clear Lake's just an investment firm. They're there for their clients. So if Bowley comes up with an offer of, say, he somehow gets together $2 billion.
Yeah.
Could they, like, ethically and legally turn that down because it is in such good interest of their clients? Yeah. Which I find fascinating.
Yeah. It's a good thought.
Yeah. I found that point very fascinating. It's like, what point? But Clear Lake, according to them, thinks they can double Chelsea's value in 10 years, which is when I think legally they can sell to somebody else in 10 years.
There's based on the trajectory, there's no way.
So that means we'd be worth what? So they paid what, $3 billion for us? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Because we'd be worth $6 billion.
There's no way.
I mean, United tried to just sell for what, 7 or 8, and they couldn't get that. And United, I'll really admit this, United's got a much bigger brand and reach than Chelsea does. Like I'm not going to take away from. I'm going to be honest and say they do have that. They're much more worldwide known brand than Chelsea is. But I don't know.
How much is Man United worth? Did you say?
I want to say that they.
Oh, they're 6.5.
Yeah, I think they tried to sell for 7, but nobody bought it. And then that's when Jim Ratcliffe bought in, but he bought in like at a lower percentage, but with getting certain guarantees that he would be over certain things and blah, blah, whatever. I think he bought, I don't know what percentage he bought. It wasn't very much. But 6.5. And they're going to be in the Premier League. They will be one of the most valued clubs. So in 10 years, will Chelsea be worth $6 billion? At this rate, no. At this rate, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Now, once you consider how much Blueco, it's really going to be Blueco that's going to be for sale, I would assume.
Yeah.
Like how much has Strasbourg's gone up? How many other clubs have we bought? Like, there's a lot of stuff you got to factor in 10 years that we could be worth $6 billion in 10 years, and they could double their money by then.
Yeah.
I could see it happening. Now, I don't know.
I just don't think, like, do you agree or disagree that the model that Bali and them are doing, Model A, do you agree or disagree that that's basically the model that we've been doing?
Yeah, I 100% agree. Okay. That's the 100% the model we've been doing.
Baseline. I mean, because we have 2 sporting directors right now.
Yep, 2.
Like, this is what's happening.
Yep, they report to Bali. He's involved in all the decisions.
I think it is easily arguable that this is not working. And I think that if you have a manager who we were not fans of, but we were still against sacking him at the time,
and
he takes your club from some of the lowest depths it's had in the last 20-ish years back up to 5th, right?
And
you still fire him in favor of a manager who just came up from the championship, who unproven. Like, this will be the 3rd manager you're taking a chance with.
Yeah.
Like that's not a data-driven decision. That is we can get him for cheap and he might work out.
Yeah.
Poch hasn't been coaching in a while. We can get him for cheap and he might work out.
Yep.
Cheap. Yeah. But
cheap.
but like to do that with Graham Potter at the start and then to bring in Poch and then to go back to what you were trying to do at the start.
Yeah.
I think that it's like impossible to see that like that just isn't panning out at the moment.
Yeah.
Now, we still have the season, whatever. But like if we go this season and we finish where I think we might finish, because we've literally done 3 rebuilding seasons back to back to back at this point, including this season.
Yep.
I just like if we do that 2 more times, are we going to be successful with this current model that we've been doing, that we're in the 3rd year of? Is 3 years enough time of sacking a manager every year and not backing them and not trusting them and buying players that don't fit their system and overpaying for players and giving people too long of contracts? Like, is this like if we stay in this model, I don't think much changes. Now, if they want to keep trying to buy assets and sell our own assets back to us and whatever shit they're trying to pull to get around PSR, I just cannot see this being that successful. And we have 2 years of data to look back on now. Like the first year we were just like, we hope it happens. And the second year we were just like, we hope it happens. And this year, like at least Sterling's not on the team. So we have to be like, hope Sterling does a good thing.
Yeah.
But we have to say that about the manager again. So we finally have a team like where several of them played last season and they got to come back. Yeah. And then we're trying to integrate more into the team now of players that had bit roles last season but were too injured to play. So it's like maybe things come off of this year, but so far we're not doing great.
No, it's not a great start.
So it's about the same start as it was last year, though.
Yeah, true. To be fair, true.
And we got lucky because some of the other teams dropped off last year, and that allowed us to pop into 5th.
We did have a good run of form at the end of the season.
Yeah.
But it did take the other teams sucking for us to get into where we were.
Yeah, and it took Enzo getting hurt,
Yeah.
And we still didn't take advantage of our chances because if we had won like one more game or like
against a 10-man Burnley team.
Yeah. So I mean, we're just a club that is stagnant right now with like a philosophy that I don't think is becoming of the team that we had been used to. And that's a big thing that we talk about on this podcast is like people still think we're the same old Chelsea and we're not. We are a very different club than what we have been used to. And that has happened ever since the takeover. I guess it is easy to blame Bowley because he's been the face. He started out being the face as the sporting director. And but I mean, kudos to him for trying to build something with only 10% ownership stake or whatever he has. And I know that he's got other people that are coming alongside of him. If he can raise, if what you read out at the beginning that I made confusing, but if what you read out at the beginning is true and he does want a more traditional model, then I think that that's better. I'd rather go that direction than to continue with the farce that we're now doing.
Yeah. And I think, yes, I agree. And I would rather have, I know it sounds weird, but like, I think the thing that's always bothered me about our owners is the Clear Lake aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because we're essentially just a number to them.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we are. We're an asset to Clear Lake. So their job coming in here is how can we grow this asset for our clients and make our clients more money. It's not how can we win. Despite how much they say we want to win, blah, 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 it's not about that. Right. You'll never convince me. A Bolly can say he wants to win as much as he wants to. He don't give a shit about winning. He is there to make money for his clients. That is his job description. That is Clear Lake's job. At least with Boley, it's his personal money that he's invested in this. Now, do I have an issue with some of the things that Boley has done? Of course. But at this point, Tom, it's the lesser of two evils.
Yes.
Because I think Boley has better intentions. And at least if it's his own money and he can find people that aren't dirty, that are clean, that want to see the club grow as well. If he can find other people like that and not another investment firm to back him, then I'm all for Boley taking control. Because I think his model is better, and I think he cares more about the actual club. Because with Clear Lake, we're just going to be always a number to them. We're never going to be anything else. And that's what people didn't realize, I think, which we talked about in this podcast. People did not realize that when Clear Lake took this club over, because Boley was more of the face then. And Boley is correlated with the Dodgers. And the Dodgers equals success in American baseball. But he doesn't have controlling interest. It's Clear Lake and Boley. Mm-hmm. So you got to look at them. Those are the snakes to me that are going to come in and already are, in my opinion, destroying the club, because it's like you said, we have no stability.
Right.
Like, third manager, 3 years. They gave Potter a 5-year deal, and then we had to buy him out. Then we bring in Pochettino. We only gave him a 2-year deal, which makes no sense when he's an established manager. More so than Potter ever was. So why would you give Potter 5 and Poch 2, and then then we're going to fire him and give Maresca 5? Just no sense whatsoever. Like when you're talking about just contract length. So and apparently Boley backed Potter, and the sporting directors came in with an 18-page report on why Potter was not a good manager for our club.
Oof.
And I'm like, if the directors of football, who, let's make this clear, hired Pochettino. They hired Pochettino. If you come in with 18 pages after 38 matches in a season in the Premier League, and you have 18 pages on why he shouldn't be the manager, you should leave with him, because you're terrible at your job.
Yeah.
If you came up with 18 pages, you should fire yourself.
Right.
That's just terrible hiring on your part.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, my goodness.
It's so true, though.
These guys.
Wild, man.
That's wild. Is. It's just crazy talk, man.
I'm glad that you've caught me up.
Yeah.
Because
here's the other thing.
Way behind.
Yeah, and here's the other thing about all this. Going back to the Earl's Court thing and the stadium moving. And I think that's ultimately what they want to do. So this is, again, not my own idea. I've heard this elsewhere. I like to try and give people credit. That they see that land where Chelsea is valuable as F. Like, that is prime London real estate. They can make billions off of that.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you try to move the club to someplace cheaper and then sell the land for more? Why wouldn't you try to move it more outside of London to somewhere else? And the thing is, Abramovich, when he was here, never had the CPO on his side.
Mm-hmm.
And he won us trophies, and he is beloved at this club. What makes these owners think that the CPO is going to give them the rights to Chelsea to move the club?
Right.
They are just morons. I don't think they understand the power that the CPO has in this situation.
Yeah, they don't.
They do not understand what the Pitch Owners Association has. They control the pitch owners are the ultimate. Like, they might not control transfers, they might not control everything else, but they can control the heart of this club.
Yeah,
which is the name of it, the badge, and the bridge.
Right.
Like, they control that. They can't do anything. And I guarantee you, if Roman never got support from them, these bastards sure as hell ain't getting support from them.
Yeah.
The club ain't moving from Stamford Bridge. They're gonna have to get over that fact, because they've done, in 3 years, they have done more disservice to the fans than anything else.
Man, dude, that's very well said. I have nothing to add. No notes.
So it is my petition, Jason, that this podcast buys a stake in the CPO. We pool our money.
Yes.
And we buy a stake, and that way we can vote against these bastards if they ever try to move Stamford Bridge. So, all right, so we're gonna look into that, because I know it's possible. I know it's relatively cheap as well, and we're going to buy a stake in the CPO with this podcast with our non-revenue. It'll be our personal money, damn it! But we're gonna put
personal stake in it.
But we're gonna put it under Red, White, and Blues FC. Because that's what we do. We're going to buy us a stake in Chelsea, because we're not letting these bastards take over. F that. But yeah, I think the other thing that I like about Bowley's plan, which it wasn't mentioned in that, but he does back Cobham. Like, he supported Chalobah. Like, he wanted to keep. He saw the value of keeping Chalobah over Tosin.
Yeah,
and that's the thing people don't get about this. They're like, well, it's a like for like switch. Why wouldn't you just get the free transfer? So it's like people. They didn't get Tosin, is it Tosin or Tobin? Am I saying his name right? Which
Tosin.
one is it?
Tosin.
It's Tosin. Okay, it's Tosin. All right. He was free, which means if he comes here and performs well for 2 years, he's pure profit too.
Right.
That's the way they're looking at him. That's why they got him, because he was free. Chalobah is pure profit to them as well. They're the same. Like, it's not because they thought he was better than Chalobah. It's because they saw him as pure profit. And now they can sell Chalobah as pure profit, and then they bring him in, and there's another asset that they can sell in a couple of years for pure profit. That's all it is. Like, it's not people. It's not about the players. It's about the profit. That's what people need to understand. It's like, none of this is about or players. None of this. The Estivals and the Paezes, as much as we hype them up at Chelsea fans, and as much as we love them, 3 years, if this club can flip Estival for $100 million, I guarantee you they're going to sell him to Madrid for $100 million, or Barcelona can't afford him, to Madrid for $100 million. If they can flip Paez for 65, 70 million in 2 or 3 years, they're going to flip him. There's not any loyalty. They are freaking numbers. That's all we are to these people. And the sooner people start freaking realizing that, the better off they will be, and understand that this was bad from the beginning. And this all comes back to this, Jason. Screw you, freaking Vladimir Putin, for what you did. Will always say that. This is 100% on Putin. It's all his freaking fault.
Yeah.
Freaking assholes. Had to go invade a country. Screw you, Putin, you asshole. For killing people, and then for screwing up my club. More so for killing people, but for screwing up my club too. You did that. Yeah. That's a byproduct of you killing people, you asshole.
Man, I genuinely have no notes. That was impassioned at the end. Well said. Screw Putin. I agree. Asshole.
Screw Putin.
For all the reasons he should be screwed.
Yes, exactly. For all those reasons. And there's probably more that we don't even
club.
Yeah. And there's probably more that we don't even know about. So screw you for those 2 reasons too, Putin.
Yeah. Damn it.
For the reasons that we don't even know about. Screw you.
Yes.
That's pretty much the Civil War in a nutshell. I guess it is official. We are now a Team Bowley podcast. We're also a Team Vega podcast.
Yes.
this year. He is our guy. Well, I guess Chuck's still there, so I guess we're still a Pro Chuck podcast at this point in time.
Yeah.
That's just a whole nother. We're not even going down that road about players. I'm not even going down that road. Anyway, we play Bournemouth this weekend, Jason. Let me just get into it. We play Bournemouth this weekend.
Dude, it's 2 p.m. on Saturday.
Are we playing an afternoon game?
Yeah.
Wait. Is it 2 p.m. our time?
Yes.
Dude, I'm already gonna be drunk by the game because LSU plays at 11.
Whoa!
So I'll be coming from the LSU game straight into that, and then I have to drink during the Chelsea match. And
damn, dude, that's gonna be a day.
It's gonna be a day, and it's my anniversary. So
wow.
I mean,
drunk from the night before.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be a crazy day. But is it home or away? It's away.
Oh yeah, that's what I was looking at. It is away.
Yeah. So I don't really know where to. I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea win. Gesundheit. Jason muted that as he sneezed. Oh, he's got another one in him probably right now.
I was probably making a really funny face because I was trying to click back to mute.
Whew. I'm going 2-1. I don't know. No, I can't. I can't predict a win. I can't do it.
Yeah. You said you
can't predict a win. I'm not predicting a win.
Yeah.
So do I predict a loss or a draw?
Bournemouth so far have a win and 2 draws.
How many goals have they scored? Do you have that information in front of you?
They have scored 5 goals and have let in 4 goals.
It's going to be a 2-2 draw. Oh, and no, we're losing. I forgot about this. No, got to count the ref factor into this because freaking ball-headed douche is freaking ref in this match. Anthony Taylor. We've already had him twice this year.
Yeah.
This is our 4th match. We've had Taylor twice already. Screw the freaking Premier League. That's all I'm saying. Giving us Taylor twice already this year. Yeah, we're losing 3-2. I'm just done.
Were you predicting a 2-2 draw? Is that what you said first?
No, I'm changing it because Taylor's the ref to 3-2 loss.
I actually am gonna do a 2-2 draw.
Okay, you do 2-2 draw. I'm gonna bite the bullet and say Anthony Taylor screws us. If Taylor somehow miraculously has a decently called game, it will end in a 2-2 draw. But I have no faith in Anthony Taylor to be unbiased and being an impartial official when he's reffing a Chelsea match. So therefore, I'm predicting that Bournemouth will get a penalty, and it will be controversial, and we will lose 3-2.
Yeah. No, you're probably right. So you're saying a 3-2 loss.
Yes, 3-2 loss. Mm-hmm. Yep. All based off of Anthony Taylor. I just want that to be clear. My loss is predicted off of Anthony Taylor.
Yes. I mean, that is way fair.
Yeah. Because they're going to come out and play because they're at home. So they're not going to just sit in a low block. So I feel like it'll be a pretty open game. Mm-hmm. And I guess Reese still isn't healthy. Lavia still has not touched grass, which we thought he had a minor injury, but now this is 3 matches he's missed.
Yeah. Is Reese isn't available either, is he?
Nope. No Reese. Well, he's hurt. He's available, but he's hurt.
Jeez.
So I haven't heard an update on Gusto's status, so I don't know about him. I don't know if I think he's back. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking at FotMob now. FotMob's usually pretty good about keeping that kind of stuff updated. 1 second, everybody. I'm trying to fill the dead air.
Yeah. It's just one of those. This is just a.
Okay. FotMob is saying Gusto doesn't come back till early October. Kellerman is early October. James, a few more days, and Lavia has now been moved to late September.
Oh, and Jurgensen, whatever, our backup goalkeeper got hurt today too.
Of course.
He got hurt in his U21 game. So, whatever.
Of course he did.
Yeah, of course he did. Why wouldn't he?
It's begun.
It has begun, and nothing has changed since last year. Yeah, they have yet to determine the extent of Jurgensen's injury.
Wow.
So, yeah, but I guess we do. I do need to say this, that Pochettino is now officially the coach of the United States men's national team, and I can't get away from that douche. And I mean, this is the first time, Jason, in my life that I've been mad at Emma Hayes, because apparently she was a big part in bringing Pochettino to the United States national team. So Emma, why? Why you guys disappoint me like that? I've been pro you being the first men's coach for Chelsea ever. I won't seriously. But no, I can never be disappointed in Emma Hayes. She can do nothing wrong in my eyes. Emma Hayes will never do. She could murder a dog in front of me, and I still would not have anything wrong.
Same.
And I love dogs. So there's that.
Same.
Yeah. So you were going 2-2 draw? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay. So Jason,
I like that score so much the first time I heard it that I'm picking it.
And then 2-2 draw, 3-2 loss at Bournemouth. Is it Saturday? Yeah, it's Saturday. Yeah, Saturday at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, right during the middle of college football season, and right in the middle of college football games. But I will be watching Chelsea probably lose.
Making the great sacrifice here.
Yep. Are you gonna watch the game Saturday?
I'll be watching it. Yep.
Live stream? Saturday afternoon live stream?
Let everybody be surprised. I don't know. I'm not committing to a live stream.
Okay. Yeah, y'all get in the comments down below and tell Jason to join the live.
I hate live streams.
I love live streams, man.
I hate live streaming the games so much.
Dude. Anyway. Jason, just tell these people where they can find us these days.
Yo, we're on X. We're on Instagram. We're on Threads. And if you're listening, we're on YouTube. So that when Daniel says like and subscribe and try to convince me to do a live stream, that's what he means that on. And also, Daniel writes amazing things at our blog on Substack. You can find us on all of the things. We've made it really easy for you at Red White Blues FC.
That is right. We are there. We are also on Apple and Spotify if you prefer your consumption of content in the audio format. We are there. I don't know where that came from. But yeah, just guys, gals, until next time. We'll catch you on the flip side.
F off, Anthony Taylor. Flippity floppity.